Welcome to my channel. My name is Abby if you're new here. In today's video I want to do a end of month routine. Because it is almost the end of February and March will be on Sunday, which is crazy to think. Without further ado, let's get into the end of month routine. So to start this video, I wanted to do an end of month check-in. I'm gonna be doing this as well. It's more like journaling, but I guess we're journaling together, and I really hope you guys can do this if you want to be a routine girly or if you want to be like, you know, a journal girly. I am going to be walking you through it and doing it as well. Okay, so the only things you guys need is a journal. I'm going to be using a blue Sharpie and a black pen. So I'm going to be writing end of month check in. This thing I want you to write is, what is something new I learned about myself? As I'm writing, I want you guys to write as well. So what is something new you learned about yourself from this month? This month for me personally, I learned that I really need alone time and I really value my alone time. I went on a work trip and the work trip was so much fun, but it made me realize that I just really love to be alone. I also learned that I am a very routine person, and you know, when my routines kind of like blow up, it will throw me off and make me kind of antsy and a little bit of annoyed. And I want you guys to be really specific when you are writing this stuff down or when you're thinking about yourself. The next thing we are going to write about is there a new habit that I will be taking into next month? So for me personally, I really want to start cooking more at home meals or meal prepping, and I also want to cut out sugar. So I'm going to be trying to cook more in the month of March and to cut out sugar. I also really want to start going to the gym more or having a gym routine. Next, I want you to write, did I take time for self-care? So I think for me, the answer is, I would say personally, I didn't take time for self-care. So hopefully in the month of March, I will, you know, pick a day and incorporate that. I know like I do like, you know, self-care like on Sundays or whenever I shower. I do oil my hair. I've been oiling my hair once a week. But like I said, I do usually like to have a day for self-care, and I have not really been doing that. This is what I wrote. I said yes and no. I always do self-care things daily, but I did not have a self-care day this month. So I usually do wash my face every morning and evening. I do everything showers, you know, I oil my hair. So like I do incorporate self-care things into my everyday routine. But like I mentioned, like I did not have a self-care day. Like usually I like to focus on like taking a bath or meditating or going to yoga, which I did do yoga this month. So I guess the answer would just be yes and no. Like I did some things, but I could probably do more. Next, I want you to write, how did I step out of my comfort zone? And I want you to journal that. So for me personally, I stepped out of my comfort zone by going on my first solo trip. I did go to New Orleans, and it was my first time flying alone, and you know, not with like my boyfriend or friends. Like it was me and my coworkers, which was really fun. It was a good flight. We landed and stuff, and I was really nervous to fly because that was right before, you know, planes were crashing in the beginning of the month, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like it was just all over the media, and I'm like, I can't watch the news. Like I can't just watch the news. But it ended up being a lot of fun. I'm proud of myself that I went on this trip because it definitely was probably one of the best days of my life, and you know, I'm very lucky and grateful that I was able to do. Next, I want you to write, what would I like to improve next month? Next month, I would like to improve my self-care. Like I definitely want to focus on one day a week for self-care. I know I haven't been in the month of February. Maybe I'll do Sundays. Maybe I'll do Thursdays. Usually, I tend to always do it on a day where I'm home alone, so it varies on when I will be home alone or when I will have the house to myself. Next, I want you to write, what lessons did I learn in the month of February? The main lesson I learned this month is to trust myself. I just need to trust myself and have faith in myself and not so much be scared of the world. I went on my first solo trip and that was very scary, but I'm very proud that I did that. And, you know, I honestly would have been very disappointed if I said no to this opportunity. So that's why I say trust myself, because if I said no, I'd be missing out so much. I was watching this video one time and the YouTuber, I honestly forget what video and her name, but she was saying to trust yourself, to always say yes to something and then just figure it out later. So that's kind of like what I did for this trip. Like I said, yes, I'm gonna go. And I ended up figuring it out later and it kind of just all worked out. Okay, so that is it for our end of month check-in prompts. Now we are going to be moving on to month prompts, which this one's like one of my favorites. Like I do this every month. I've been doing new month prompts since probably like 2022, but I already pre-recorded this. So I'm just kind of gonna go over what I want you guys to do. Okay, so at the top, you're going to write new month prompts and the month. I like to do a color, so whatever color I choose, I like it to be the theme for the month. I decided to focus on blue. I don't really have a reason why I picked blue, but you know, blue's a pretty color and blue's kind of springish, I think. I probably should have done like purple or something. I feel like that's more springish. Well, anyway, you're going to write down your top 3 goals like this. So for me, I want to cook more at home meals, I want to post more videos, and I want to stretch before bed. After that, you're going to do, how do I want to feel this month? I said this month, I want to feel happy and balanced. I want to do more of the things I enjoy. So I do really think the month of February, I honestly put others before me, and I didn't really feel like I had a good balance to my life. It was a lot of work at first, and I know my job is very busy, and sometimes my job does lack the work-life balance. So I really want to focus in the month of March to kind of have a good balance and to focus on things that I really want to do and things that will help me in the future. Like I really want to post videos. Like I've been wanting to post since January, but it's just like trying to find the time. So I think this month I am definitely going to focus on posting videos and kind of schedule a routine for me to do that. Next, you're going to write energy to eliminate. So this month, I want to get rid of resentment. I want to try not to feel so tired all the time and self-doubt. Next, you're going to write unhealthy habits staying in the previous month. For me, I put eating out, no work-life balance, and comparing. Next, you're going to put healthy habits to create this month. For me, I did journal, working out, and create YouTube videos. I want you to write an activity to do this month. So my activity I want to do this month is record and upload a video, because I've been wanting to do this since January, so feeling very hopeful. And then the last prompt I want you to write is end of goal for this month. What is your end goal for this month? Comment below. For me, I did focus on YouTube or my own business. I really want to start my own business one day, so hopefully that is coming in the future. So I titled it 2025 monthly budget. Down below, I'm going to put March. Let me share my laptop screen so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is my monthly budget final. These are all my bills that I'm going to track. This is my savings that I also am going to track. What I spend, I'm going to do this weekly, and then my income. The next part of this video is updating my calendar. So I would say you would do the same. So we are going to update our calendar. The last part of this video, I wanted to give you guys ideas on how to schedule your month, and if you're unsure, so I'm going to be calling this little chapter, Schedule Your Month Like This. A lunch date with a friend, 1 full day out in nature, 24 hours of no social media, 1 day of doing absolutely nothing, 1 day of trying something brand new, 1 at-home movie night with your family, 1 day of serving others, 1 day of self-care, 1 day wake up early to watch the sunrise, 1 day to watch the sunset, 1 day to take yourself on a solo cafe date. Thought this was really cute idea. I definitely would want to do some of this into my monthly routine. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Until next time.